20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration. Dale Earnhardt will come to the caution flag to win the Daytona 500. Finally.
Third-generation star Dale Earnhardt Jr. brings him to the flag. Checkered flag waving. It's over. It's Earnhardt.
He's going to do it. He's going to win the race and the NASCAR Sprint Cup Championship. California's Kevin Harvick does it.
You are the 2014 Sprint Cup champion.
The 24-year-old from Dawsonville, Georgia, is about to join his father, Awesome Bill, in elite company. Chase Elliott is a NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Ah! Ring that siren, boys! Yes!
And the 1991 winner of the Daytona 500 is Ernie Irvan, the Morgan McClure Chevrolet.
Morgan McClure Chevrolet honk. What's going on, man?
What's up, buddy?
What's up, Phil?
You know, want to introduce the Holmes brothers behind me. We're going to talk to them here in a little bit.
What up, Holmes? What's going on? We got a whole full crowd in here today. We got our one Austin Cindric fan here. Our only likable Austin Cindric fan. Got Taint. Little Shane in here. Little Shane.
Well, bang, bang.
Little bang, bang Shane. So, Phil, introduce us to everybody.
Over here we got Brett. On this side we got Nate. They're putting a race on for their dad at the Freedom Factory in October. So, good friends of mine. I've been real close with their family ever since I started racing. Probably some of the first people I met. So, good people. Want to help them out and get this thing promoted.
Nice. So this is October. When was it again?
18th.
18th. Gonna be good weather for it too. Should be.
That's what I'm hoping for.
All the rain should be out by then. It should be nice weather moving in. Hopefully Alabama has 2 losses by then.
Well, they keep playing the way they played yesterday. They're definitely going to have more than one by
100%. Well, I look forward to being out there. Anybody watching this needs to go out there too and attend this. Freedom Factory is always a great show, and Pure Stocks is just awesome.
I was going to say, that's why Sportsman's and Crown Vics too. We're hoping to have quite a few cars there. I went to Showtime last night with a Pure Stock with somebody, and that was the buzz around the racetrack, was the Memorial Race on October 18th.
Yeah, that's like a really nice addition to it.
Everybody's looking for trainings and rear end gears and everything else, so we go run Freedom Factory.
One of these days, Phil. One of these days, Phil, we just got to get you out of retirement. One of these days.
We'll see what we can do.
One of these days.
He's retired for a reason.
Hey, might be a little something else. Brandon, what up to the Holmes?
What's up, Brandon? Going on? Yeah, I was just one day, just sitting there. I woke up one day, was sitting there waiting, going to work. I'm like, I'm going to do this. Made a couple phone calls, got the okay, and now you see where we're at in the point now.
So it came together pretty quickly from what I'm gathering.
Oh, yeah. Way quicker than what we thought it was. Oh, yeah. I thought it was going to take, and I understand the person that is helping with, that is helping me with it and all that. He's out busy doing his thing and all that, and I'm being patient with him, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm very thankful.
That's awesome.
Being patient with me, and I'm texting him, he's texting me, and then like the banner and stuff that was put out, I literally get a text message at like 8 o'clock. Hey, what were your dad's 2 favorite colors? 5 minutes later, from me answering his question, 5 minutes later, bam, I get it back in a text message. I'm like, okay. And then
like 2 days later, it's like, hey, by the way, we're fixing to release this thing. I was like, well, okay.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy quick.
And when he brought it to me, we were thinking maybe doing the race sometime in January, February.
Yeah. But then Ricky was like, hey, how about this? So we ran with it. And now they're scrambling. Literally. I've talked to you about it. They're scrambling. They're gonna pull them out of the weeds and dust them off out of the garage.
Might see some people come out of retirement.
You're not retired. You're just well rested.
I like that. I like that, AJ. That's a good way you put it. That's okay.
That's awesome. This has been an interesting couple of weeks, man.
It has. It has.
We just get back from Daytona last week.
Absolute fabulous night.
You informed me about this Memorial race too, like Monday or Tuesday or something like that. So like this all came together super quick.
Well, we went to Auburndale, what, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, for that Billy Ingram Memorial.
When we went to that big late model race, that was when it first took off, was that night.
Yeah, that's the night I asked him, and he was like, yeah, we can do something, we'll figure it out. And I shot him a message on Monday, and it just been all gas, no brakes.
It exploded.
Yeah.
Did I just get a WWE reference? All gas, no brakes.
All gas, no brakes.
Know what I mean? What's going on, Patrick? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, man. That's I don't think people understand like how quickly a deal like that has come together, because usually this stuff's planned like a year in advance, and for it to come together pretty much in like less than a month.
Right. Well, there's still some information in the works that like can't say or can't talk about right now because it's all still in the works and we're still working in there. But we do have some sponsors, some really good ones too. And as soon as when I went and asked them, and like I've been asking everybody if you would like to be a part of this, we're doing this and whatever. And they were, well, what does it cost? I don't know. I don't have an asking price. You have to tell me. I'm not asking for nothing specific or anything like that. If you want to be a part of the Oscar Holmes Memorial, you have a selling price. I just need your company name. That's all I need.
The shit, Phil. I think we should be sponsoring something here.
We'll talk about it.
I don't know. There's a couple logos that are sitting around here. I can't put my finger on it though. Are you guys trying to do this like as a yearly thing, or are you just trying to do this as like a 1 year, one and done?
I've been getting all them questions and all that. Originally, when it come out, it was just, Dad, let's put on a show, be a one and done, make it. But from all the feedback that I'm getting, and it's so quick that as it went popular the night he released it, and all that, and I think at 5. I'm only doing 5. If I do more than one, it's going to be 5 only. The last one will be 2030.
Okay.
Only doing 5 of them. That's
okay.
It. It's not going to turn into 20 years down the road when I'm gone. The Oscar Holmes Memorial Pure Stock race is still going. I won't let it get to that.
No, you almost make it more elusive that way. You almost make it more exclusive that way, which is great, though.
Yeah, because I know there's some guys that.
Well, that's that we thought from the beginning one and done, but just like you asked, is it going to be more than one, or is it only one? You know what I'm saying? And everybody's like, you got to do more than one.
With the feedback, and then some private messages that I got from other drivers and all that, they were asking me what rule books they were using and all that, and I'm like giving them the answer and all that. And they're like, all right, and then they would ask me, how many are you doing? That they want to win one. They want one of them Oscar Holmes trophies.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
They want one of them Oscar Holmes trophies.
That's all. I can't wait to be out there for it. That's going to be a good
lot of cars, like Punta Gorda cars, and people who haven't been out in like a few years that are coming out for it.
That's just it, man. When they took away 417, like that was it. That was it around here.
And then I know a modified driver that if he wasn't scheduled for the modified mayhems and all that, he was going to pull one out of the, and him and his dad were going to put together
Yeah, they
one
were
out
gonna
of the
pull
back of
one
the
out
car.
of the lead.
But they're committed to the points race for the modified mayhem tour, and he's sitting like fourth in points right now. So
It's cool to hear everybody kind of coming together on it to help not only promote it but get entered in it and just put on a really big show in this one. I'm super stoked for it.
I'm just in awe. I'm just in awe on how quick it blew up and how much it has blown up.
and everybody that has shared it, what I love about it too, everybody has shared it. And I know who has shared it and said some good, some nice things about him, but in all reality, yeah, Dad wasn't a fan. But it is what it is. But even to see them people feedback and that are coming out of retirement to at least they do it one time just to say they were a part of an Oklahoma war.
That's great. That's awesome.
Very amazing.
And what's crazy is nobody has even released the payout
There's not even
anything like that. Like that hasn't even been a subject yet.
That's not even part of the conversation. Yeah.
Everyone's just kind of like in. We're there. Just tell us when, where.
We're there. And that's not even a question. I haven't had one driver or anything on any post that we posted or anything like that ask, what's the payout? Not one time.
Not one person has ever mentioned the payout.
But like with the events up there at the Freedom Factory, you're going to get a car count no matter what. But the other people who don't normally run that are coming is going to be
that's astronomical.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Oh yeah, and I've got family coming from different states that are already planning, and a lot of people are coming just to watch, just to be in the grandstand.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's a blessing. That is a blessing.
Very, very much so. And am I allowed to promote him on here?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Phil, I think that's a great one of the last couple words that was said there. I think it'd be a great transition into some car number history.
Yeah.
This is where we go over episode 45 means we go over car number 45 history. And Phil gets to tell you who he thinks is a driving fuck and a non-driving fuck.
Most of the time,
I like this segment.
Most of the time, it leans towards non-driving fucks over driving fucks.
There actually, before we go into any of that, I feel like the GoPro stuff was a success in Daytona, and there's a lot of times in there where Phil and I are in the grandstands calling people non-driving fucks that you'll get to see in a couple weeks when that video drops. So it just fits in with the tagline here. Although Phil, I've been told that you're going to be censored out on that one.
Which one?
On the video that gets dropped, like F-bombs are going to get censored on that one. It'll be. I'll tell you more about it later. It'll be funny.
Oh.
So every other word is a key.
Pretty much.
So, car number 45 in the NASCAR Cup Series competition. The 45 cars started 866 races with 87 drivers and has 8 wins, 8 poles, 58 top 5s, and 147 top 10s. And I hope to fuck this is the last week we're talking about any Petties for a while. We can't even begin to talk about 45 without discussing Adam Petty, fourth generation driver of the legendary racing family and son of Kyle Petty. In 1998, Adam drove his 45 Sprint Spree Pontiac in the now defunct American Speed Association or ASA series. The same year, he made 2 ARCA starts in the 45, including a win in his first ever race in the series, just like his father Kyle. Adam drove it until his untimely, unfortunate, tragic death at New Hampshire. And then Kyle took it over for a good majority of the time.
Driving fuck. Not Kyle Petty.
Not Kyle Petty.
Not Kyle Petty. Adam Petty. Driving fuck.
Kyle Petty could be a driving fuck when he wanted to be, but most of the time he didn't want to be, so he was a non-driving fuck.
Dude, back in the 90s when he had that big old fro. Mullet. He has like a fro mullet though, dude.
Yeah, it was a fro mullet.
he was good then. Only top 5s when Kyle Petty Wait. Kyle has the most starts of any driver with 245. His only top 5 in the number came at the Coca-Cola 600 2007 behind Casey Mears and J.J. Yaley. Remember, Casey Mears actually won that race.
J.J. Yaley?
J.J. Yaley finished second in that race.
Because it was a fuel mileage race.
Yeah, that's what I would assume.
Not driving fast.
The only other guys to really drive it of note right here, 2022 Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan's Team 2311 Racing, which we will talk more about later because that was a bombshell this week. Expanded to a second entry to accompany Bubba Wallace's 23 car. Kurt Busch was chosen to drive the 45. The number is chosen as Michael Jordan wore 45 during his second stint playing for the Bulls. We don't really talk about that either. After his 23 had already been retired by the team. In his 13th start with the team, Kurt would find victory lane at Kansas while driving a special Jumpman paint scheme to promote Jordan brands. Ty Gibbs drove it for a little bit. Bubba Wallace drove it for a couple races, and now Tyler Reddick is in it. Oh, John Hunter Nemechek drove it for Homestead. That's a random one.
Yeah, I remember that. I was there.
Yeah.
I was there for that one.
After his crash in the next gen 45, and it was a practice crash, wasn't it? He would not return qualifying
at Pocono, correct?
Was it Pocono or Dover? This thing told me, and I just scrolled right by it. Give me a second here. Real professional we are here at Clean Air Show.
Idiot.
What an idiot. Pocono, seemingly routine rear end impact with sideline Kurt with concussion symptoms. Kurt Busch just drove the IROC race. Couple more names that have drove this car. Bob Seifert has 200 Cup starts from 66 to 72. Appropriately, Seifert drove the 45 to a top 10 finish 45 times. Baxter Price made 85 starts from 75 to 82. Never led a lap or finished in the top 10. So, Phil?
Non-driving fun.
Eddie Pagan drove the 45 and 50 starts from 56 to 61. Pagan is most famous for his huge crash in the 58 Southern 500, ironically enough, at Darlington, though he does have 4 career wins in the number. And let me see if I can share this screen. And
is that Pagan or Pagan?
Pagan, one of the two.
I get Pagan.
We'll go with Pagan. Oh, that I wanted that up there. That was the wreck.
Oh, shit.
I think that's about what he said, too. Oh, shit. Guardrail. Let me fix this, and I'll finish up with the 45. Leroy Yarbrough drove the 45 a total of 33 times, and he won 2 races in the number. We have a returning Dick, Phil.
Returning Dick?
Beginning in 1992, Rich Bickle made a few starts per year in the 45. The last year being 99.
Fucking Dick, too.
Old Dick Bickle.
Dick Bickle, he gets his name.
Vic Parsons has started 45 a total of 17 times, once in 72 and 16 times in 73. And we actually have a whole fucking list here of people who drove this. Bud Moore, 13 starts. Terry Labonte, 9 starts. David Green, 9 starts. Elmo Langley, 4 starts. John Andretti, 4 starts. Tiny Lund, 4 starts. Joe Weatherly, 1 start. Joe Ruttman, 1 start. Cale Yarborough, 1 start. Ron Hornaday, 1 start. Wally Dallenbach, 1 start. Kenny Wallace, 1 start. Ken Reagan, 1 start. And Christian Fittipaldi, 1 start.
Dude, I was going to say a whole lot of driving fucks that he brought up Christian Fittipaldi.
Hey, he was a road course driving fuck.
Yeah, well, so never mind.
Next week we got 46, and I don't see any petties, but we got a whole lot of non-driving fucks.
Next week's my favorite number, though, because who was it? Sabco that had that 46 with the stupid offset numbers?
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if they have a picture of it in here.
No, it was like first union. No, Scooby-Doo car was 29 car.
I mean, 46 was that the first number that Gordon drove?
Supposed to be.
That's right, it was supposed to be.
Or a car for somebody else to drive that never did or something. I don't know. I've heard multiple stories on that car.
Buddy Baker.
Yeah. I couldn't remember exactly who it was.
Oh, I just saw the Sabatas 46.
Looks weird as fuck, doesn't it?
It does not look right. I don't know. The Monopoly scheme on it looks kind of tight. I don't know. Anywho, what do you want to talk about, Phil?
I don't know. What do you want?
I guess we should catch up on some comments here. Looking forward to tonight. Feel good about Bubba getting a good run. Bubba doesn't run bad at Darlington. It's one of his better tracks. Shane's all for it because he's a Bubba guy. And Woo on JRM winning another Xfinity race yesterday. Yes, sir. 2 for 2 with the broken collarbone. I just want to point that out.
How do you feel about that last lap maneuver? I've seen a lot of flack. Like, to me, it's okay. He did what he had to do. He went through the A-frame. He did what he had to do.
It's like you can't be tried again for the same crime you already committed once you're found not guilty, right? So I think that he definitely should have been penalized for that because he cut the course and gained an advantage off of it, whether he meant to do it or not. He still came out a half second in front of second place out of that.
Yeah, but that was only because there were a bunch of drunk, non-driving fucks in the corner.
Understandable, but he came out with a bigger lead than what he went in with to that corner.
If he wouldn't have cut the cord,
he probably would have been in
with him.
What did I say to you guys before the restart happened? He's probably going to get sent 3 wide and he's going to be taken out in the incident, and he would have had he made the fucking corner.
And Sawala, it's like the restart before that. Dude, that was a ballsy move if it worked.
It was a ballsy move that didn't work.
It didn't work. It did. I said if it worked. Yeah.
Instead, he looks like William Swallich.
I haven't seen a lot out of him. He hasn't done a lot to impress me.
This was maybe the first race of the season where you looked at him and said, maybe he does have something there. But he's just been such a non-factor all season.
Yeah.
Which is amazing for a Joe Gibbs 18 car. I guess this is a great point to get into the Xfinity race because I thought, to me, the truck race and Xfinity race had a whole lot of nothing going on until the end of the Xfinity race. Corey Heim dominates Darlington. I guess Lane Riggs was up there for a little bit. And then Zilich almost damn near led every lap until Austin Hill did Austin Hill sort of things.
He led 67 laps, and they were all pissed off in the booth about it.
If I had to hear Parker Kligerman say one more time, if you get in the dirt, it sends you off the track. He said the fucking phrase like 50 times during the race. I was going to lose it. I was going to debate committing a felony.
That, and if we had to hear super relief driver Parker Kligerman one more freaking time, that's all we heard was Parker, your win last week. Parker, your win last week. Congratulations, bro. But holy shit.
Let's talk about that because I hate that Zilich gets credit for that win because he only ran 20 laps of the 100 or whatever it was. You know, I don't think he should get the credit for that win. It should be Parker Kligerman's win. I didn't know how to feel after that race, though, because I cheer. What's that?
Yeah, I think it should be Parker Kligerman got the win / Connor.
That's what I think. That's
Instead
how I
the other way around.
He did the driving, for God's sake.
He did do the driving. It wasn't like Zilich was doing anything, running with Natalie Decker for 38th. But
Hottest milk in NASCAR, dude.
I didn't know how to feel though when Kligerman won because I'm like, I mean, it's the car I cheer for on Saturdays, but it certainly ain't the driver I cheer for on Saturdays. I'm not a big Kligerman guy. Not that I'm not a fan. He doesn't do it for me. What's with the head shake, man? Come on.
I'm reading the comments and my kid is over there just typing random shit in. Random teenage slang like 6'7".
Cindric starting top 10, hoping for a solid night, keep it clean. 6 to 7. I don't know what that was for.
No, don't worry about it.
I don't remember what that was for. I have no idea. Anywho, Xfinity race was fun. You want to go over Cup race last week or what?
Absolutely.
Cup race last week was intense. Intense at the end.
It was. I mean, in person, it was a good race. I mean, there was a lot of good passing.
We got such a nothing winner out of it, though.
Yeah.
I said it, though. I've said it leading up to it. I said it that day to you. We're going to get a nothing winner out of this. We're going to have a winner that doesn't get anybody into the playoffs. Everyone's going to be a little disappointed by it. We still had a 4-wide finish at the line.
And the amount of people that had to win and get their way in that were up there was...
I'm a little pissed off at how a certain driver ran that last lap, but I digress.
I mean, how are you going to be mad at me run like shit all year?
I just don't understand how you have a run to go to the outside and go for a win, and you're just going to stay committed to a fucking teammate. Phil's buddy Cody Ware leading a good bit in stage 2. We made a comment about that on the video.
Yeah. Fucking Cody Ware.
I think it was something like Cody Ware leading the field. Pray for everybody else.
27 laps. That was when everybody was saving fuel, I think.
Cody Ware led 27 laps. Justin Haley's a moron. I mean, Haley, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stupid moves there in those last like 8 laps where you're sitting there watching. They should have junked it first off well before getting to the white flag.
Multiple times.
But poor Eric Jones got yeeted to the back of the field.
As a fan, though, like, that's the first time I've gone and sat in the grandstands and watched in a long time. It was nice. It was cool. And
did I ruin your whole Daytona experience with those seats?
Oh, dude, like going up to the big boy seats up top. Oh,
the big boy seats. They don't cost big boy prices in August. It's February that they cost an absolute boatload amount. Shaney made such a lackluster attempt at blocking. Well, I mean, hell, Kyle Larson blocked Eric Jones pretty much into the fucking fence. Ruined his chance. Although Eric Jones still finished well. I think the cool thing with Blaney winning is just him coming from like 17th or whatever in those last 2-3 laps and just flew by on the high side. Ain't nobody tried to even run up in front of him. He was coming with a full head of steam. Suarez up there too.
The top 5 was 4 winning your in guys and Ryan Blaney.
And Ryan Blaney. If one person could have just made one move, Ryan Preece stayed on the ground for the first time in over a year.
Because I was there cheering him on. That's why he didn't do a damn thing. He just led a couple laps and then went to the trunk.
Your kid brings up he hated the new flaps. Did you see the Hamlin with Jeff Gluck this week?
I didn't.
Sits down at the table and he flipped the die casts over, and Jeff Gluck's like, "Oh yeah, we won't see that anymore with the new flaps." And Denny looks up at stone face, just like, "We'll see."
Yeah.
I don't understand why they add more flaps that just create more lift elsewhere.
Exactly.
They didn't get a chance because they wrecked in the tri-oval. If they had wrecked on the backstretch, it probably would have happened.
That was Bubba. That wreck. I feel like that wreck's a little bit on Larson. A little bit on Larson, a lot of bit on Bubba. I think it's a mix of both.
Bubba, to me, Bubba could have given a lot more room on the bottom.
100%. 100%.
And that would have fixed all of it. But Larson was he was right there on him. And I mean, Bubba couldn't move.
No. And I thought when Bubba drifts up across Larson's nose, when you're Kyle freaking Larson, who's won multiple races in your career and all that, and especially run 20, 30 something races at Daytona, Talladega, you have to lift in that scenario. Because when that guy comes back down across, he's turning the whole field.
Fuck that. I ain't lifting for shit.
I know you're not. That's why you're retired.
Touche.
But when you push on that right rear the way he was, like there's nowhere else for Bubba to go. It's just too much, especially coming through the tri-oval. You know, and it took out a lot of good cars. It almost ruined Bowman's chances at making the playoffs, or it had a good chance of ruining Bowman's chances had Blaney not won. But even before that, Reddick had issues too. So it was drama throughout the entire race.
Yeah. Yeah, the weather was absolutely perfect.
Weather was great. Didn't have any rain issues. We had a little bit on Friday, but not anything on Saturday.
No, Saturday it rained. We left here at 11 o'clock. It rained from the time we left the house to the time we got to our hotel, I think. Or like once we got to like Lakeland is when it slowed down. And then it never rained again all night.
I let out an audible oh shit when that happened.
Oh, yeah, that was a lick.
When I saw Bubba come back up the track and hit the 2 head on, I'm like, oh, fuck. That don't feel good. Did you hit that rain coming home for like 2.5 hours that you couldn't see shit out of the windshield? Because I did, and I'm like, I'm just feeling for other cars at this point.
No, we hit that on the way up. We didn't get it on the way back.
We got hammered on the way back with rain. Absolutely hammered. What time did you guys end up leaving?
11. Like we had to
you were out of there earlier than we were then.
We had to get woke up. Checkout was 11, and they were banging on the door.
Housekeeping.
Yeah. Hello, checkout 11. Okay, sorry.
The hell did you stay that checkout's 11? Ours was noon.
It's a nice place.
We drove through where Stetson University is, because that's where our hotel was. And I, at first, thought it was not a great neighborhood. Because at night, when you can't see anything, and all you're seeing is like just broken down buildings and stuff like that, you're like, it's ain't a good neighborhood. Then it turned out it was a freaking university, and I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense. But yeah, we were over there by Stetson. We were actually staying in the same hotel that all the Florida Highway Patrol troopers were staying at, that were stationed at the track that weekend.
Glad I didn't say that.
So I tell you that to remind you, like, I felt like I was not in a great neighborhood. So when we pulled into the parking lot and saw that, I'm like, fuck, I ain't even locking the doors here. I don't got to worry about shit. 2311, 5 years old today.
Yeah, well,
They might not make 6 years old at this point.
But like a lot of good guys, a lot of guys having good runs. Haley, Custer, Jones, Busher, Ty Gibb. Did you watch the Radioactive?
I didn't.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch it's the cut from like Nashville to now.
Right.
And there's a lot of shit I hadn't heard in there. Ty Gibbs, like, he said something, and they responded. He's like, well, if I'm going to run in the back, can you at least loosen this fucking thing up?
Well, what is Ty Gibbs? Is Ty Gibbs not a good driver, or is he a good driver just not with a great team around him? A team that doesn't fit him around him?
I think Ty's a good driver in the Xfinity.
I can agree with that, because I think he was rushed into Cup.
I just think he was rushed up the Cup, and I just think he hasn't really, like, it's not that he's not in good equipment, it's just he had shit luck or put himself in the fence or something like that.
Because you can look at a guy like Zilich and understand that he's going to have success when he goes to Cup, because he's run cars like this before. Ty never ran anything like this before. It was essentially straight into the Xfinity series from ARCA, and hey, welcome to a Cup ride.
If you're Trackhouse, you're putting him in a Cup car for the last 10 races.
That's how I feel. If you're not having Suarez come back and he's not competing for any sort of points or playoffs, why wouldn't you just throw him in there?
Suarez in the 87, let him finish the year in the 99.
And they've got to deal with that Project 91 car. Throw Suarez into the freaking 91 for the rest of the year.
No, that's reserved for somewhat driving fun.
Suarez got a couple wins, bro.
So does Austin Dillon. I mean,
I actually saw a tweet this week that I half agree with. I don't think Austin Dillon is holding RCR back. I think RCR might be holding Austin Dillon back.
I mean, you heard RC a couple weeks ago when he was like, listen, we got to figure out what the hell is going on. Like, on Kyle's radio after, he's like, there's something's missing. We got to figure it out.
That team has not had sustained success since Kevin Harvick left in 2013.
I've heard a big rumor that they're losing a little bit of GM backing.
That I could never see that happening. I couldn't see it happening.
You want to know what makes me believe it?
What's that?
College shops on their ground.
Colleague, I think, is going off on their own. I think Colleague's going to separate from Richard Childress. And only because Dodge is eventually going to come up in the Cup, and obviously Colleague's going to be that team. They're going to get a whole bunch of Dodge backing. They don't need RCR to build their engines anymore. That's just what I think. I'm a non-knowing fuck, so you can do with that what you please. Cody Ware has a championship in sports cars, by the way. I'm glad your kid's here, Phil. Has to remind me of that. Cody Ware's a champion at something. Don't say it, Phil. I know what you want to say. Don't say it. Pretty sure Richard Childress said it over KB's radio at Dover. He did. Yeah. Yeah, he said we got to figure out something with these cars.
You know, a little off topic. You know who had a good run the other night? I mean, he was in Tricon equipment, but Trevor Bayne in the truck race.
I didn't watch truck race enough to tell you if he did or not.
I saw highlights today. That's the only reason I watched them, because I knew we'd probably talk about it. So I went on and watched highlights, and I was like, what's up?
Actually, it's a good time to bring this up. Gateway next week will be a normal show. That'll be at noontime, right? You don't got anything going on next Sunday that's going to hinder that? The following week for Bristol, we're probably going to go live on a Tuesday night.
On a Tuesday!
On a Tuesday, because I fly out Thursday. So we ain't going to be able to go live that Sunday.
Next Sunday is the 1-year anniversary of the Clean Air Show.
Next Sunday is the 1-year anniversary show. We've got a slew of people that are going to be coming on for it. And I'm thinking the way I want to play that out is like our first half hour of the show is going to be our normal show, because we're just going to break down what happened today and whatever goes on in the Xfinity race. Then we'll bring everybody in, just different people that have either helped get the show to where it is or people that have been guest spots on the show. Like, I think Victor's coming on for sure. Yep. Travis is coming on at some point. Cody said he'd be on there. I'm sure Cooper and Bailey will be on it at some point. So, big show next week. Hopefully have a little bit, maybe we can work something out there.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'll work on that this week.
Yeah.
I'll work on that this week. For our Bristol show, maybe something. I'm just going to say maybe something.
I can get Alex Club out of here.
Yeah. Careful now. He might flip a trailer. Maybe something Bristol week. Something special. We'll see, though. We're working on things. Have we covered every race and thing there is except for the lawsuit stuff? Because I kind of want to end everything with the lawsuit.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Not much news. I was just flipping through looking at news for the week.
You want to go over your fantasy lineup?
We do. Left. Yeah, let me get in there. Hold on.
Jeez, always waiting on somebody.
Check your whore mouth. Oh, I created my playoff grid finally, too.
Yeah, I did that, too. Actually, I did that when our intro was rolling.
Oh, shit, I got to set mine. You got your set?
I'm on my last pick. You want me to go first? I'll go first. I got no problem with that. I went Hamlin, Briscoe, Larson, Reddick, Bell, Blaney. And then Briscoe over Reddick, Blaney over Chastain, Hamlin over Bell, and Larson over Byron. And don't forget that when we do our race picks, you can start actually using other people again. But only once.
Once in the playoffs, that's it, right?
That's it. So don't be sitting here trying to use you like the guy you think is going to win the championship right now. What's your fantasy lineup, man?
Okay, hold on.
Come on, tell me, what is it?
I went Briscoe, Reddick, Cindric, Hamlin, Chastain with Hocevar in the garage. I went Briscoe over Reddick, Chastain over Blaney, Hamlin over Bell, and Byron over Larson.
Okay. You want to do your playoff grid? Tell me who your first 4 out are.
First 4 out is Alex Bowman, Austin Dillon, Austin Cindric, and SVG.
I've got SVG advancing. Mine are the exact same, but I have SVG advancing and who the hell is that down there that I took out of there? I have Bowman missing it, Dillon missing it, Barry missing it, and Cindric missing it. Although Barry looks really strong this weekend, and Gateway's a track that suits him well along with Bristol, so that might have been a dumb move. But I just feel like SVG's got enough points to carry him into Charlotte, which is then going to carry him into the round of 8, which is stupid. This fucking format sucks, but it is what it is.
Who do you have as your champion?
Hamlin. I went safe there. I know that Hamlin winning a championship would freeze over, but I'm just trying to play it smart.
Chase Briscoe.
Really? It's always the guy that doesn't deserve it that wins it. Logano going to win it again.
No, don't fucking say that.
Did you hear him defending like his championships this week in the media scrums? Like, the reason why you're having to sit here and defending it is because you were never the best driver in the years that you won the championship. You weren't even top 2 in the years that you won it. Our favorite Cindric fan is not happy that we don't have Cindric moving on.
Sorry.
If there was a super speedway race in this first round, I'd probably have Cindric advancing. Let's just put it out there.
You need to advance or have what happened to Daytona.
Yeah. Because I don't think there's a better super speedway racer right now than Cindric. Blaney's close. But Cindric's always there at the end. Blaney, the last couple years, has found ways to wreck at super speedways.
I agree.
What's your race pick today? I'll let you lead it off because I don't know if you're going to catch me.
Give me Denny Hamlin.
Damn, that's early to use Denny.
I don't care.
It's early to use Denny. I'll take Josh Berry because I don't see anywhere else I'd use him.
Take him right now, right off the bat.
Hang on. Scratch that. And take Chase Briscoe and Josh Berry be my sleeper.
All right. Give me Ty Gibbs as my sleeper.
I'm surprised you're going away from Hocevar.
Tyrone Gibbs. I think I'm bringing Hocevar bad luck every time I say his name. Something bad happens to him.
Usually when he's leading or in the top 5 too.
I wonder if his radio was like it was a few weeks ago. And I think it was at Nashville when he blew up, and they're like, "Hey, just get it refired and take off." And he's like, "It fucking blew up." There's no refiring. I think it was what was the race where he was up front and it blew up on a restart? In the Ragdente car.
Yeah, that was at Michigan?
No, the night race.
Nashville.
Might have been Nashville.
I don't know. That dude always has bad luck happen to him whenever he's leading.
Yeah. Bad luck in general.
Yeah. So 2311 Front Row Motorsports had a hearing this week that the public got some actual evidence out of.
It was spicy.
It was spicy. I'm trying to pull up the Matt Weaver one because the Matt Weaver tweet about it, actually, I felt explained it the best. The Pockers one was just a quick cliff note of it.
I have the 5 NASCAR points, the points they brought up to rebuttal.
Go ahead.
In court, NASCAR referenced 5 points that, in its opinion, show the charter deal was fair for teams. If the deal was so bad, then plaintiffs would not be asking to make charters permanent. Plaintiffs would have not bought additional charters after knowing new terms. Plaintiffs would not be asking the court to give them 2025 charters. Plaintiffs' experts would have identified an underpayment under the 2025, and private equity firms and others would not be trying to obtain charters.
So here's the actual sort of breakdown of it. This was from Matt Weaver on Tuesday, whenever the 28th was. Court is let out. It's not an understatement to say the gloves have come off and mutual animosity and bitterness from both parties spilled over today. To prove likelihood of success, 2311 and Front Row made public the redacted smoking gun document text chains from NASCAR leadership like France, Kennedy, France, Prime, O'Donnell, and Phelps, in which they argued if a 2024 meeting was productive or insanity. Prime said sarcastically, "Here's a bit more money and fuck off on everything else," was a bold strategy, and Phelps said 0 wins for the teams. 1 point, Phelps typed, "Give them the contact date, pick a date, sign it, or lose the charters." Teams showed documents that suggested NASCAR worked to head off an attempt that teams could start their own copycat series, and they would need to lock down Speedway Motorsports to prevent a relationship. NASCAR has gold codes to run the Cup Series in the interpretation of 2311 and Front Row without teams, and they control everything. In response, NASCAR said they would lean on trucks and Xfinity teams, but 2311 and Front Row Motorsports adamant that they want to own everything. Curtis Polk said in a text that Cup racing is, quote, boring as shit. I watched the race past night and that was painful to watch, close quote. Michael Jordan and Curtis Polk confirmed in affidavits that they made modest profits. And a text, Denny Hamlin said, quote, "My despise for the France family runs deep," close quote. Steve Aletta texted that, quote, "Jim France dying is probably the answer," close quote.
Somebody used an F word that we weren't sure which F word.
Oh, we're getting there. NASCAR tied together documents to show Polk arguing that NASCAR isn't a good deal in bad faith, while in his own admission, crying poverty while building the new building. Michael Jordan responded to the news that Joe Gibbs signed the charter deals as, quote, "fuckers," and, quote, "teams are going to regret not supporting us, pussies," close quote. Teams want chartered status like they... Jesus, Michael. Teams want chartered status.
You don't give no rip.
What's that?
You don't give no rip.
No, I love it, actually. Teams want chartered
status. Go back
status.
to the beginning of this, though. What did I call Michael Jordan?
The big swinging dick.
And there it is.
Teams want chartered status like they had until the last month restored through the trial. They believe they showed a likelihood of success with their documents. NASCAR says Polk isn't acting in good faith and that there would not be so much interest in charters if it were a bad deal. Michael Jordan and Denny say they are doing this for the love of the game and to benefit all teams. The team says NASCAR is misrepresenting charter gains, like front-loading the 2025 to 2031 TV payouts in year one. Judge says he will have a ruling on injunction motion next week. I actually have that screenshotted text chain because Pockris posted it this week. And so it says, come on, you fucker. Trying to pull it up and it's just not working out right. Steve O'Donnell. Lisa called, spoke to Gary, Mike, and Jim. They all thought meeting was productive, said we just need to keep trying to move the needle. Teams won't get everything they want. Hopefully we can just meet in the middle. I just listened back as she didn't want to hear any opinions, but I, of course, didn't hold back. I just asked for someone in the management to point out how any of our positions are going to grow the sport and position us for a big rights renewal in the future. Steve Phelps responded, productive, insanity. Look at the Amanda chart. 0 wins for the teams. Steve Phelps. This draft must reflect a middle position of we are dead in the water. They will sign them, but we are fucked moving forward. I feel better now. Thanks for that. From someone else that it got kind of like blurred out, so I can't tell you who said this. The approach of here's a bit more money, fuck off everywhere else is a bold strategy. Steve O'Donnell responds, and one that Lisa said both Mike and Gary thought is getting us close to a comfortable 1996. Fuck the team's dictatorship, motorsport, redneck, southern, tiny sport. People read this and overreacted to this. I think Steve O'Donnell was acting like he was one of the Frances and mocking their approach to it. Not mocking the sports approach to it, but their approach to it. I don't think he was shitting on the sport and that and the people who support it and all that.
Well, how do you think he got started? By a bunch of dumb rednecks fucking running moonshine. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think in the beginning of all this, I was really on the side of the 2311 front row motorsport side of it. As it goes on, and especially, what's that?
Gone too far.
It's gone too far, and especially hearing Jordan sitting here saying, well, they made modest profits, while other teams are sitting out here saying they've made little to no profits. It's kind of showing that you're wanting more than what you really should be getting out of this, you know? You're already well set. Like, this doesn't mean anything more. You don't need anything more out of this. In fact, it needs to go to the other teams. So, I don't know. I'm in the middle ground of where I wish both sides would just fuck off.
And then Denny comes out today and gets the pole.
And then NASCAR said before that hearing that they have teams that are in the Xfinity series ready to buy a charter. And I believe that the team on my hat is probably one of those teams that's looking to get in.
I believe so too.
I think if Junior can get a charter at a pretty steep discount, because I'd imagine that they would give it to him at a steeper deal than they give anybody else. That's just assuming. I know what happens when you assume.
Make an ass out of yourself.
Yeah, but you can't tell me that NASCAR's not sitting there going Dale Jr. Cup race and isn't going to draw a whole boatload of money into here.
Dale Jr. doing anything. Bring the boatload of money anyway.
I wish he was a part of this fucking leadership organization to fucking right this ship.
They need to listen to more of the older drivers like Harvick and him and Denny and
just don't listen to Kyle fucking Petty.
What's Kyle Petty got to do with it?
Kyle Petty saying last week that tripling down on these cars are the best they've ever been. Fucking get the fuck out of here.
I think today might be a good race. Darlington usually puts on a good show.
It didn't the first time around this year. Cooler weather this time around, though.
50-50 shot.
It's either going to be a good race or a bad race. It's the only options you got. Well, that's pretty much all I got to add to it. I'm looking forward to that race, that Memorial race. I can't wait to be there for it. Thank you guys, the Holmes boys, for coming on here.
Thank you for allowing us. I can't wait. I can't wait for it.
Let's have you guys back on closer to the actual race, if you guys are cool with it.
Especially when we can release a little bit more information and we've got more things figured out.
100%.
It's still too damn fresh right now to be releasing anything for the most part.
It's just been like a domino effect for you guys, though. It's been going so damn quick.
Yeah. That is literally. And I really ain't even been. I brought it to Ricky Brooks' attention. He jumped on it, and I know he was dealing with a couple late model races and all that. Like he's got the Augie Grill Memorial coming up, and I understand he's got to deal with that, and a couple other ones with his late models. And I'll just randomly give his text message. Okay, we can do it this way, or how do you want, and this and that, and next thing you know, it just once it went out, it just snowballed effect from there.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It just seems crazy to me how quickly it went. I always thought these were like long meetings, long awaited results to things like this, and you guys got it within 2 weeks.
Put it in the war room.
Yeah.
But That's all I got, man. Clean Air Show. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Follow us, search us, subscribe to us. Get notified when we go live. Phil, you got anything else to add?
No, I'm good.
You want to see Victor's smiling face again?
Absolutely.
Take it away, Victor. Y'all have a great one. Enjoy the race today. We'll see you next week.